Okay, so we don't have a lot of time left for this presentation, but I just want to show you a few examples on how you can do this. This one, you don't have to use it, and you don't have to use this one. You can use one of them or both, right? I like to use both because when this one showing me, for example, this one, I say, okay, this is weak Swiss franc and strong Aussie dollar, and then I want to go to Aussie dollar and see, is Aussie dollar actually a pair that I want to trade right now? As you see, it's pretty much, it's above the XY, it's strong against all its crosses, main crosses like this, right? Buy Aussie dollar on any cross, right? So in this situation, I will go to low time frame, and if I'm a scalper, I know this, the big engine says I should trade Aussie Swiss franc, and the base engine tells me that Aussie is the way to go, right? And on this one, we learned the separation, took out the higher, since if you cross here, you want to go to the nearest high-low. When this is happening, there, here, we have a contraction. We also have a contraction here, evidence candle. These evidence candles holds most of the time. The cleaner the body is, the better it holds, right? So that you see, it's like a breakout from a consolidation zone, right? You can use this one. You can use plain engulfs. So if you were sitting here, you would enter on this one. You see volume is still expanding, so it's even better. Look at the dashboard. Second one, you can use if you see imbalances like here. If you were up here, say, well, 50% of this one and 0 or 100 more there. Good entries. 50 would hit. You can do just this trade. You would be done with your percentage for the day. Why should you sit and wait for 200-300 pips when you don't have to, right? So that was the first pair. The next pair we're going to look at is NZD/USD. I'm going to do this manually. Normally we have a template profile for it, but this is NZD/USD, 50 minutes, right? Great. What we need to do then, we need to change on the style here. We want to have US dollar, we want to have NZD, and we want to remove Aussie yen because that's not what we're trading right now. This, okay? And down here, we don't want Aussie. We want to have NZD. Wait a minute. Let's see. The green one is US dollar, meaning if US dollar is strong, NZD is weak, NZD/US dollar, what do you need to do? How do you buy US dollar here? You sell, right? Then you're buying dollar. So the US dollar is what we want to see here. There. Change that to US dollar. So now we have everything set up for this chart. Okay. And what we're going to do now, we're going to replay, and we could go back to here. Let me see if I can find this section here. Just want to show you why this can happen, even if it's already expanding and everything, right? This is a sell market from here, right? Or actually this section here. Why is this one good? Because you see how this consolidate? This one was a gap opening or something. Yeah, it's the rollover, right? So I would ignore this one. I would take this one and this one. This would be my contraction zone, right? And it will expand down. So what I would prefer here is a price that goes above here before I'm selling, right? But then you see it happens here, and then it do exactly what we want, up to here, right? And in this situation here, I see an evening star. If you don't know what that is, fine. You may have your other entries as well, right? I just looking at things that can make me enter at the high since I'm selling. And it says strong here. So if I would like to wait, I could wait for this one and selling, right? This was This was before New York opening, okay? Or maybe it was Friday. Yeah, it was. It's summertime. What has happened? Okay, so look at this one. Now it says strong and all, but the move has already happened. But you were informed. You have said you have consolidation here. It was not in my version. I want to go higher before I sell, but then it happens again here, and there it goes higher, and I can sell. So depending on your rules, you decide when to enter, when not to enter, right? This one here tells me that this may be a bottom. I will be looking at the daily and H4. See, is this really something I should care about, right? You see how we expanded those waves, never retraced, but now we have done that. We come here. This is time to protect. This may be the bottom for now. Let's see. Pretty much. It tested it again. So when you see this, if you have guts to hold it, you can say, well, I'm going to try to exit at this low point again. But next time you do this, it may not even give you this one. It will just run away. But then you see you are expanding on the chart, taking out the previous. This is messy peaks here. I will probably look for this peak, right? But yeah, you can get a better understanding on higher time frames, what's going on really, right? But for me, I mean, this is probably, I would have exited the trade pretty much here because I would be down with my percentage anyway. But I just show you how you should be thinking when you're doing this. You can use the candles, consolidations, look at this one, look at these two. Then you have a good understanding. And I look at contractions, engulf, different morning star, evening star, and clean engulfs, right? And you can look at imbalances, you can look at ABCD waves and so on. But try to find trades where you can actually, when you're selling here, or when you were selling here, you don't want to sell here, you want to sell at least this level or higher. And it comes here, consolidation, and we get a better price, we get a candlestick formation, and this one look good, these two look good. You can go like this. So that was it. Now you have the currency strength and the base strength, and you will have all videos and all tools after this presentation. So you can go through this as many times as you like and learn how to be an informed Forex and currency strength trader. You have the X-ray to see through the candles what's actually going on before you're entering a trade. Thank you very much.